It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first down, it's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
Switch gears.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Stop your running. Gun.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tomoda Peko racks up the sack. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And an alley to run. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Newton and Olsen here with a connection. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Newton on first down. Being chased out left. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Switch.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From a yard out. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, they made it pay off.
Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 35. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. This is Ingram. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Panthers' 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Jackson now. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 18-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Let's go one more.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. But I think the ball's out, and this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And it's 6 points for the Baltimore Ravens. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it, and it pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own? Or maybe the analytics coach got involved. And a lot of times you talk about that all week before the game. Hey, if we're in certain situations, analytics actually says do it this way, which might be against the norm. And it paid off for them in a really nice way.
Cashing in and there on the final play of the first half. A final shot before break. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They snap it at one. Now it's Jackson dancing to his left. And now he's Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Ingram, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now on second and 13. Jackson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. Now after that sack, it's third and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
You think you gonna get this?
Here's Jackson on third and long. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Brings up fourth down.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's fourth. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Newton flushed out right. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
In your face.
Now it's Ingram. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. From the 35 on 2nd down, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 27-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he steps away. And some room to... Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12-yard line.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try.
A 29-yard attempt.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Well, there's two sides here. I guess you could... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense was